Hello, year 3 and 4. It's me again, it's Mrs McKee, back in my hut, back for some more music. So, we have been looking at pitch a lot over the last couple of weeks. So today I'm going to show you a bit of an experiment that you can do at home to show how pitch works. I'll do that in a moment. We're also going to be doing a new song about the environment, all those green things that we have been thinking about. And we're going to start off with our pitch warm-up, but we're just going to do it a little bit faster today. So get yourself stood up. We don't need to do the actions for this today. You just need to think the pitches in your head. So this is our tune. You remember by now. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can do it that fast today. And remember, you need to take a big breath before the last two phrases so that you can get all the way up and all the way down. Standing up smart. Are you ready? Off we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How was that? Okay? Good. So it's a really good way of warming your voice up and your brain at the same time because you have to think. Can we do it faster? Cross fingers. So we're going to go this speed. Are you ready? Off we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Ready for that speed? Are you ready? Off we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Good. Faster, I hear you shout. Can we? Really? Okie dokie. Not as fast as you possibly can, but faster. Are you ready? Off we go. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that will do for now. I think that's quite fast enough without getting our tongues in a twist. Very good. So not only were we looking at pitch there, because we were looking at the relation of each note to the next one, we were also doing something else by making it faster each time. We were changing the tempo. So there's a new word for you for this time. It's another one of the elements of music. You probably know more elements of music than you actually realise. We have been learning about pitch, that's one of them. We've just been doing the speed of the music, which is the tempo. Ages ago, we were looking at the pulse of the music, so the heartbeat that stays the same all the way through. What's the other thing that's related to the pulse? Is the rhythm. So the pattern of the words or the sound pattern. And the lengths of the notes. So we've already done 4 things, haven't we? That's pretty cool, right? So let's investigate pitch a little bit more today. As I've said, I've got a bit of an experiment to show you first, but you can go away and do it at home yourselves. I hope you do, because it's so cool. It's really good fun. So, as I said before, pitch is about the heights of notes in relation to each other. But how does that actually work? All sound is vibrating air. Vibration means to move something up and down or backwards and forwards. So every time you hear a sound or make a sound, something has made the air vibrate, and it hits the little hairs inside your ear so that you can hear those vibrations. Your brain turns it into sound. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. So every sound you hear is caused by vibrating, so that's moving air. And I'm doing this because if you looked at it with a special physics machine, that's what it would look like. Waves of sound. Now, if we're looking at pitch, what could be happening to these vibrations? The faster our vibration is, the higher the pitch of the note. So the air is moving faster, so it makes the sound higher. That's called frequency, the speed of the vibration. What a lot of clever physics things already. I'm going to stop telling you clever physics things, and I'm going to show you clever physics things now. I'm going to move my laptop so you can see exactly what I mean. First of all, I'm going to show you what vibrations actually look like when you make sound. And if you want to try this at home, all you'll need is some kind of bowl, and it's usually better if it's made out of something really hard like metal or glass. Ask a parent's permission before you do this. And some cling film. Now, I know that cling film isn't the most environmentally friendly product in the world, so if you do this experiment, make sure you reuse your cling film afterwards, because it won't be getting dirty. You'll be able to use it again if you have such a thing in your house. If you don't, you could try using a really tight plastic bag. I'll show you what you need to do. Here we go. We're going to move the laptop so that you can see my little science experiment. Okay, so you should be able to see my metal mixing bowl. Right, I'm going to come down here. Okay, so here's my metal mixing bowl, and I have stretched a piece of cling film over it really tightly, so almost is as tight as a drum. Can you hear that? Now, as I'm tapping that, you can see that the cling film's moving, can't you? But it's not really making any sort of pitch. It is moving. Okay, so what you need to get next is something like sugar. I've put this on a tray so that it doesn't go everywhere, because it is very possible that it will. If you try this at home, because you're going to have fun with this, I know, it will go everywhere. So make sure that you've put it on something that you can clear up afterwards, otherwise grown-ups won't be pleased. So I've got my sugar, and I've got, less than a teaspoon, look, just a tiny bit of sugar there. That should be enough to show you what happens. I'm going to put it on the middle of my cling film. Okay? Now the next thing to do is to get right up close to your mixing bowl and very gently put your lips over the cling film and the side of the bowl and sing a low note. I'm going to do this one. Lo, that's my lowish note. Okay, so here I go. See what happens to the sugar in the middle of the bowl. Did you see? It's starting to spread out. It's making it bounce. I'm now going to change the pitch. I'm going to go up to note 3 of our scale. See what happens now. feel like it's moving a little bit faster. I'm now going to go to note 5. Watch out, it could go everywhere. It's spreading much, much further, and the cling film is vibrating much faster. I didn't want to do it too loudly because it would spray all over my laptop and I would never be able to get it out again. Sticky laptop keys wouldn't be great. But have a go at that at home and see what happens when you change the pitch of the notes. Maybe sing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slowly and see what happens to the sugar. Isn't it clever? It's much easier to see when you're close up, obviously. So that is a little experiment to show you what vibration does. I'm making the vibration by humming onto the cling film. So that's what makes the vibration happen. Right, I'm going to put the laptop back now and I'm going to show you one more thing. Okay, so are we back? Just a bit clearer there. Cool. Right, so that was showing you what vibration does and a little bit of pitch. But here's another experiment that you could do at home that really shows you what happens with pitch and when you change the vibrations. So I've said that the faster a vibration goes, the higher the pitch. Now, you might want to control, not just with your voice, but with an instrument or something, how fast the vibration goes, so how high or low a note is. And to do that, you have to make your instrument capable of being able to change those vibrations. So if we know that air is vibrating, the way to change the pitch is to change how long or thick the instrument or the string or the tube that you're using to change the pitch. So I've got a really good way of you showing that, having a go at this at home, okay? So what I've got is I've got some drinking straws and I've cut them into different lengths. Can you see? And I've sandwiched them together with 2 lolly sticks. Okay? So they're squished together. The most important thing is to get all of the tops of them level at the top. You can put more than, I've put 8 here, but you can put more than that if you wanted to. And then what we're going to do is you're going to blow really gently across the top of the straws, almost like it's a flute. It's a panpipe. Have a listen. Can you hear that? I'll do it really close to the microphone. So what's happening is that the longer the straw, the slower the vibration through it. The shorter the straw, the faster the vibration through it. So the long straw will make a lower sound, a lower pitch than the short straw. And all the ones in between will be in a pitch in between those two. Does that make sense? I hope so. So the shorter, the smaller, or the thinner the thing that is making the vibration will make the pitch higher. Does that make sense? I'll show you that a bit more clearly next week. But if you want to go away and have a go at making those two sort of science experiment sound makers, go have fun. I did. That was quite good fun making that today. Okay, so that's a little bit more of an explanation about pitch. I hope you've kind of understood. But now it's time for us to do our new environmentally friendly song. I'm going to slightly move the microphone. Now this song is kind of about the consequences of what might happen if we don't do those things. And it's all about an animal who is in danger at the moment because its habitat, so that's the place that it lives, it's the environment that it lives, is really, really in danger because of what's happening to our climate. So that's the weather and the temperature, and also partly because of the rubbish that's in the sea, because this animal spends a lot of its time in the sea. I think it's a great song. It's got a really good groove to it, and I will be sending the words through to you this week because there are a few of them, so it's easier, isn't it, if you can read the words along. It's called No Home for the Polar Bear. That's the animal that we're dealing with here. It's got a great little chorus that you probably will be able to join in with quite quickly when you've heard it a few times. But it's a great little tune. I'm going to sing it through once and then we're going to have a go and split it up. Right, let's see if we can get it working. I'm a polar bear. I'm going to go back to the beginning, so it skipped a couple of seconds there. Here we go. Hope that's clear enough for you. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Why don't you care? I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. This life ain't fair. Because of all your carbon waste, my polar land has hotter days. Oh, your greenhouse gases really stink. They make the ice crack and shrink. Oh, with every passing day, my home is melting away. So here goes the polar bear bit. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Why don't you care? I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. This life ain't fair. Exhaust in spinning round and round, I long to walk on frozen ground. Oh, a tiny iceberg rescues me, that takes me further out to sea. Oh, with every passing day, my home is melting away. Here goes the polar bear tune. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Why don't you care? I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. This life ain't fair. I may look like a cuddly dude, but man have I got attitude. Oh, are you so blind you cannot see? The way you live is killing me. Oh, with every passing day, my home is melting away. With every passing day, my home is melting away. So, it's a little bit what I might call melancholy, I think, that song. It's not a cheerful, groovy song at all, is it? But it's really good fun to sing. Okay, so shall we learn a few bits? Yeah? I'm sure you picked up the polar bear chorus part by now, but let's just make sure. I'll do 2 phrases at a time and you echo me each time. Off I go. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. You do it. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Could you hear that the pitch of the bear notes was dropping each time we did it? When you do that little bit, the next part goes, why don't you care? You do it. Why don't you care? Then we do the same polar bear phrases, but at the end we go, this life ain't fair. You do it. This life ain't fair. So let's try those two parts together. Off we go. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Why don't you care? Same again. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. This life ain't fair. Did you get it? Fab. So did you notice that the third phrase, the polar bear slows right down? I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Yeah, that very last bit actually was that fourth phrase, not third. Great. So that's the chorus, and that comes 3 times in the song. Now, did you also notice that there was another little repeated section that comes over and over again? There's the little kind of theme, little snippet that goes, oh, in every verse. Can you just do that bit for me? Off you go, oh. And how many beats do we need to hold that on for? Let's count. Off we go, oh. I counted about 6 beats there before we need to take a breath for the next bit. Okay? And at the very end of the verse, there is this little section which comes at the very end of the whole song. With every passing day, my home is melting away. I'll do a bit, you do a bit. Here I go. With every passing day. You just do that for me. Off you go. With every passing day. And then the last section goes, my home is melting away. 5 beats there. So let's go, my home. Sorry. My home is melting away. Off we go. My home is melting away. So if you watch for the offs, that will tell you when to stop. Let's do those 2 sections together. My go first, just to make sure you got it. Off I go. With every passing day, my home is melting away. Take a big breath, join in with me. With every passing day, my home is melting away. You should, if you take a big enough breath, be able to get all the way through that whole chunk without sneaking a breath in between. Because if you were to say that sentence, you wouldn't take a big breath in the middle of it, would you? You wouldn't say, if you were the polar bear, you wouldn't say, with every passing day, my home is melting away, would you? You'd say, with every passing day, my home is melting away. So that's how we sing it. Okay, so those are the bits that repeat over and over in this song. But what would be great before it's time for us to go today is to learn the first verse. Okay, so can we say the words first of all and see if we understand what they're on about? Because of all your carbon ways, you say it? Because of all your carbon ways. So carbon is one of the elements that is dispersed or moves into the atmosphere when we're careless about the energy that we use. And too much of it starts to destroy all the, it starts to overtake all the oxygen that we need to breathe. So we don't like carbon. It's not good for us and all the animals. So because of all your carbon ways, my polar land has hotter days. Can you say it? my polar land has hotter days. All the carbon ends up in the atmosphere and it means that the heat can't escape. So the polar ice caps are getting hotter and hotter. The tune goes like this. Because of all your carbon ways, my polar land has hotter days. I'll do that bit again. Because of all your carbon ways, my polar land has hotter days. Can you try it with me? Off we go. Because of all your because of all your carbon ways, my polar land has hotter days. Oops, sorry about that bit in the middle. And then you do the oh. Okay? And then the next section has exactly the same tune, but different words. Your greenhouse gases really stink. Can you say that? Your greenhouse gases really stink. Greenhouse gases are part, so there's some more elements that get released into the atmosphere and keep the heat in. We don't want that to happen. They make the ice crack and shrink. Can you say that? They make the ice crack and shrink. Fabulous. I'm going to sing that now. Your greenhouse gases really stink. They make the ice crack and shrink. Can you try it with me there? Your greenhouse gases really stink. They make the ice crack and shrink. And then we go, oh, again. Okay, right. Let's see if we can just do that little section with the music. Here we go. Let's go back to the beginning of the track. So we haven't got long before we do polar bear bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Why don't you care? Do that again. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. This life ain't fair because of all your carbon ways. Because of all your carbon ways, my polar land has hotter days. Oh, greenhouse gases. Your greenhouse gases really stink. They make the ice crack and shrink. Oh, with every passing day, with every passing day, my home is melting away. Back to polar bear. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. Why don't you care? Last time. I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear, I'm a polar bear. This life ain't fair. So, as you can hear, there's another 2 verses after that, which we will learn next week. And as I said, I'll send the words through to your teachers so that it's just a bit easier to join in next time. So, go away, have some fun with a mixing bowl and some cling film and some sugar. Make sure you clear up after yourself and you ask permission beforehand. And I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.